again. Today I'm just want to try to read about the O5 Council so I know what I'm getting into. I don't know if I know we did an introduction to SCP, but I don't know if they dive into the O5 itself. So I just want to know more about the O5 Council if they have information. If they do, then that's good. If these are fake, then at least I learned something. At least something I know. All right, let's get it started.
051,
Mm-hmm.
051, known as the Founder, is the highest-ranking member of the SCP Foundation. Most believe his real name was Aaron Siegel, a brilliant physicist born in 1866 in Essex County, New Jersey.
Wait, why they got a real picture of a real person? Is that see? This is why I'm be like some of these may be real and fake at the same time, but that's a real person though.
He grew up obsessed with how the universe works, later studying physics at Cornell University, where he became known for his extreme intelligence and strange curiosity about the unexplained. During his research into occult groups, Siegel traveled to Iraq, and that's where he encountered his first anomaly, the Gate Guardian. Instead of destroying him like it did others, the Guardian spoke a single command:
Protect.
that moment changed everything. Siegel realized humanity had no system to handle beings and objects that broke reality, so he began gathering people he trusted and built the earliest structure of what would become the SCP Foundation. Through anomalous protections gained over the years, he survived far beyond a human lifespan, now believed to be over 148 years old, still leading as 051 from the shadows. 052, 052, known as the Gardener, is an older woman, around 80 in appearance, always wearing a shawl, gloves, and a hat. She looks calm and kind, like someone's grandmother, but she's one of
The Gardener. Why she called a Gardener? I need
the most
to
dangerous members of the O5 Council.
Oh.
052 is actually an alternate version of Dr. Sophia Light, from a timeline that no longer exists. The current Sophia Light has no idea her alternate sits on the council. Unlike many O5s, 052 believes the anomalous shouldn't only be contained, it should be understood. She supports research, cross-testing, and better classification of anomalous items. She rarely appears in public and is often seen with an unknown elderly man. People say she seems gentle, but her decisions change the direction of the entire Foundation, quietly and permanently. 053, 053, also called the Kid, or the All-Seeing Eye, is one of the most mysterious members of the O5 Council. He always appears like a teenager, around 17 to 19, with long blonde hair, glasses, a patched jean jacket, and a single bone earring. But nobody has ever seen him in real life. He communicates only through computer terminals, like he's living inside the system. His gender changes sometimes male, sometimes female, sometimes neither, and he never explains why. His real identity is completely unknown. Many reports say he actually died years ago and now exists only as an AI he created, while others say he was never human at all. He runs the Foundation's digital record-keeping and always seems to know what will happen before it happens. That's why they call him the All-Seeing Eye. 054, 054, the Ambassador, is one of the most unusual members of the O5 Council. Mid-40s, Canadian with Koori Australian heritage, looks completely ordinary, and was even assigned female at birth. But none of that stops him from being the Foundation's smoothest negotiator. He started out as a field agent, talking his way through missions until he became the guy the Foundation trusted to deal with every major group of interest. He acts as the Foundation's public face, meeting presidents, UN leaders, and the GOC, and he has a whole team of diplomats under him. The strange part is his ability to travel huge distances in almost no time, always claiming he just walked, but never explaining how. He's loyal, trusted, and always shows up exactly where he needs to be. But the way he moves and the secrets he keeps make even the Foundation wonder how much he really knows. 055, 055, Blackbird. He looks like a calm, friendly guy in his 40s. Tweed suit, coat, bird pattern ties, and a small blackbird pin he always wears. But don't get fooled. He's been on the O5 Council for a very long time. He's known for being laid back and joking around, but people inside the Foundation know he's one of the most dangerous O5s. He's an artist too, always drawing 5 blackbirds as his signature. Blackbird runs the department that studies other paranormal groups and organizations. He also pays close attention to anything that connects to alternate realities. His staff say he sometimes talks like different people, like versions of him from other universes. That's why everyone knows Blackbird is friendly, but he's not someone you underestimate. 056, 056, the cowboy, walked into Site 19 in his white suit, white cowboy hat, and his wolf head cane. Everyone knew he used to be one of the best Foundation field agents, and now he was one of the O5 leaders, calm, professional, always in control. His two bodyguards, Thompson and Black, followed behind him as an alarm echoed through the hall.
Damn.
His two bodyguards,
Okay.
Thompson and Black, followed behind him as an alarm echoed through the hall. Something dangerous had escaped. The cowboy didn't panic. He just tapped his cane on the floor and said, "Let's keep this place secure, gentlemen." With quick, smooth movements, the same skills that made him famous, he helped the team corner the anomaly and lock it back in. As the doors closed, he adjusted his hat. Security first, always, and walked away like it was just another normal day. 057 Green is a longtime member of the O5 Council. She's a South Asian woman who looks around her mid-40s, always wearing green clothes. She seems friendly at first, but everyone knows she's smart, strategic, and can become dangerous when needed. People think she used to be a university professor because she created many of the Foundation's training programs. She also takes a strong interest in staff, choosing important people, and supporting risky experiments, especially Dr. Alto Clef's projects. Green doesn't like public attention. She works quietly, through private meetings and trusted helpers. Inside the Foundation, she's respected, but outside she's feared and called the Spider, because she quietly controls things from behind the scenes. Whenever Green appears in person, everyone knows something serious is happening. 058, also called the Newbie, or the Lesser, was once a normal Foundation site director. He was young, American, and recently promoted to the O5 Council, but his first big decision ruined everything. He approved Dr. Kondraki's plan to handle SCP-083, and that plan caused multiple SCP breaches and almost destroyed Site-19. Kondraki was later killed because of the chaos, and even though 058 kept his seat, he never mentally recovered. After that, he became extremely careful and stopped making decisions himself. He relied heavily on support staff, and people say his new team is unstable and might cause more mistakes. Now, 058 hasn't appeared publicly for a long time. Some think he was assassinated, while others believe he is hiding in his estate, scared of the other O5 members. No one knows what truly happened to him. 059, The Outsider, was once Donna Taylor, a geologist from New Zealand. During her research, she found strange geological anomalies that normal science couldn't explain. Before she could publish her work, the Foundation stopped her, erased the evidence, and secretly recruited her. Her entry into the O5 Council was unusual and barely approved, but once inside, she focused on one goal: understanding how anomalies actually work. She supported research, opened more scientific journals, and tried to build a big theory behind all anomalous phenomena. People say she has a strange mix of friendship and conflict with 051, but no one knows the real truth. All that's clear is this: 059 came from the outside, but she changed the Foundation from within. 051, the archivist, is the woman who remembers what entire timelines forget. She looks like a normal mid-40s lady in a gray striped suit, but she carries the history of every Earth reset ever recorded. While the rest of the O5 Council sees only small parts, she's the only one with full access to all K-class events, even ones from previous versions of the world. She took the job from the earlier 051 and has been quietly doing it for years. Recently, she's become more active, guiding new researchers and focusing on SCPs connected to world-ending risks. Salt, her assistant or decoy, is always with her. Some say she can enter the Wanderer's library and learned a bit of magic there. Others claim there's a darker version of her somewhere else. But everyone agrees on one thing: if the archivist is reading the record, then reality is more complicated than anyone thinks. 0511, the mailman, is an elderly man from Eastern Europe, over 80 years old. He looks completely normal and acts like a calm, kind grandfather. No one knows exactly why he's called the mailman, but people think he might have been a real mailman before joining the council. Staff joke about the name, yet everyone agrees he is one of the most gentle members of the O5 group. His main job is important. He decides the final fate of Class D personnel, whether they are terminated or transferred to another site. Every decision goes through him. Some say he once held a different O5 number, hinting at past changes inside the council, but he never talks about it. He just quietly does his work, steady and peaceful. 0512, the accountant, is a calm, large-built man of African origin who looks mid-40s but is almost certainly older. He always wears expensive tailored suits, heavy jewelry.
Oh, yeah, of course, heavy jewelry, yeah.
and dark
Don't-
wraparound glasses with
Oh my
ivory
God.
frames. He serves as the Foundation's personal numbers expert. 0512 checks every budget, every file, every hidden detail, making sure all the Foundation's numbers stay correct. His mind works like a high-level calculator, seeing patterns and connections no one else can. His real name is Omar Alawe, promoted after the previous 0512 died. He believes strongly in order, so his entire day runs on a strict schedule, every habit, every movement planned. Simple truth? 0512 keeps the Foundation stable by making sure nothing ever stops adding up. 0513. 0513 is the biggest misunderstanding in the Foundation. People think he's a secret council member, but he doesn't exist at all. 0513 is only a tiebreaker vote the council uses when decisions are tied. The vote isn't owned by one person. It keeps rotating. First 051 holds it, then 052, then 053, and so on. Whoever has the vote gets access to a few special databases, and when the vote moves to the next member, any related knowledge is wiped from their memory. Staff still believe there's a real 0513 out there,
I
but the
think
truth
so.
is simple. 0513 is just a system, not a person.
Got you.
Machine learning
Got
is
you.
advancing, but businesses wonder if some machines can keep up.
Let's welcome our new coworker, Jeff.
No. Oh, I want to see that. That's what I'm seeing next. The O5 Council versus Omni-Man. That's what I want to see.
051, 051, no.
All right. Now I know a little bit about them. Now we can dive more and more into it. All right. Thank y'all so much. That's interesting. That's interesting. Huh. All right, everybody. Have a good one. See y'all.